My name is Brent Niven. I'm a junior at Clemson University, majoring in health science with a concentration in pre-professional health studies. Um, I attended the dialogue, the mental disorders and stress among college students. I believe it was back in October. First of all, the first question is, do you feel like your group achieved true dialogue? And I believe we did. Our group shared our opinions without attacking one another. People with different opinions shared them. There was people around the group shared their opinions equally. Nobody was overbearing there wasn't a lot of people that were too reserved. There wasn't a lot of awkward silences in the group. Everybody respected each other's opinions, and we just able to communicate back and forth, and it was nice. And were there active voices in the group? Yes. A lot of people they wanted to share their opinions. They wanted to try to keep the conversation going, keep the group involved. And there were more reserved voices. People didn't necessarily feel comfortable around people, I guess, because of anxiety around speaking around large groups of people. But as the dialogue went along, they started to feel more comfortable, with their fellow peers, sharing their opinions and knowing that they're not going to get attacked for saying what they believe. They felt confident and they felt respected. And by the end, I would say about 90% of the people became more active, and there was very little reserved people in the group. What role did I play in the group? Near the beginning and end, there were some long silences in between questions that the student teachers asked and when somebody would answer. And in the middle, I'd say about 30 seconds after hearing there's nobody raising their hand, I volunteered to share my opinion. I don't have a problem saying what I believed. I believe it was important to keep some conversation going, share what I believe, and hopefully somebody after me would come along, share their opinion, and just keep the conversation going so it wouldn't die. Let's see. Why do I think dialogue is a component of CU1000? When you come out of high school into university settings, there's going to be people of all different ethnicities, races, genders, people with different opinions, and it's important that we all learn how to share our opinions and not attack people for what they believe. You're gonna be in a more diverse environment, even when you get out of the university setting into your job field. You need to learn how to communicate effectively and really respect others' opinions and just not attack them for expressing what they believe. And at the beginning, we did an icebreaker where somebody shared a fact about them, and if somebody else shared that fact, we would all, link the arm to that person, and then another person shared their a fact about them, something that they like, and somebody would raise their hand and join arms with them, and at the end we all made one big circle and found out, we're all alike, we're all together. And then one activity that we did, we listed different mental disorders on the wall, like depression, schizophrenia, and so on. And we had little sticky notes. We'd write down like one word thoughts what we thought about it, like stereotypes, and we'd all go stick them on that paper under what disorder it was on the wall. And at the very end, we would look at all the different stereotypes and realize how wrong they were. So I thought that was really interesting. We did a small group activity also. where we listed our age, sexual orientation, our religion, and so on. So it's nice to see how we're alike in some people of our small groups and how we were different. We did during our big group discussion, we went over at the very beginning we did how a true dialogue should go. We went over how we shouldn't attack people, how we should respect our group members, and just how really just gonna get a true dialogue going between the two sides. I believe that was very important to do that before we did anything else. We also went over, what do we know about each disorder? Do we have any people that we know that suffer from different disorders? And just how it made us feel. I mean, that thing was nice. Some people opened up and got very emotional and started to cry, and it was nice to see the other group members step in and console them, and it was good. And they listed, the student members listed different resources on campus, their emailing addresses, their phone numbers about like the CAPS program and counseling. So if anybody's struggling, with their experience here at Clemson or know anybody else, they can go get help and know that they're not alone in this process. And they also, the student teachers gave out their contact information. If they didn't feel comfortable going to the school, they could contact them and they would help them in any way possible. So the student teachers were really helpful and really nice and truly cared about this topic. And I think the majority of us wish we could actually stay longer and continue with the dialogue even after it was over. I loved it. I mean, there are some people, that kept watching the watch saying, how much longer do we have? I wish this was over, but I mean, I truly enjoyed it. I felt like it helped me with my time here at Clemson and even when I move on and get a job. So definitely I would say Clemson to keep this program going because it's going to help a lot of people in the future. Thank you.